All right. We've been live for 4 seconds. Nobody's in. They're probably upset with us for being 10 minutes late to the party. But hey, it is what it is. We got one viewer. We got one thumbs up. Chris Lopez. Shout out. Respect to my brother, man. Dustin Vapor. What's up, man? What's good? Got a special guest this evening. Adrian Daniels says hello. First time here. Welcome, Adrian Daniels. It's a pleasure to have you here this evening. That's Ryan to Madness. What's up, man? Juan True Texan. Respect, my brother, man. Dustin Vapor says, beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Don't lie to her. It's bullshit. Waiting for people to get in here. How was y'all's week, man? I know I've had a very, very, very emotional week. Busy, emotional week. You know? Blake Simon, Mr.JustRight 1, much respect. Sarah, hold it down. H-Town. Yes, sir. Sean Flanagan, hey, brother, what's good with you, man? I know you guys have bared witness this week to all the bullshit that has gone on this week. You know, it's been a crazy, crazy week for us as vapors and our spouses and loved ones as well. You know, that's something that I think a lot of people tend to forget is that we got families too. Shit, we got spouses, significant others. Oh, no, I was trying to hog the camera from
her. Okay, you can.
Bullshit is an understatement. You're damn right. Lady Loves Vapor. Hello, everyone. Sammy Nitro. Respect. Shane Smith. What's good? What's good? Get blessed. You damn Skippy. Work, work, work. Just, you want to sing that in like a Rihanna tone? All I do is work, 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 work. Hey there, bro. How you doing? Mohammed Wasim Ismail. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I hope you are as well. Been a long week. That's what I was telling folks, you know, crazy right now. You know, we're in a full blown. We've been saying this though, you know, like this is not new. This is something that's been happening for a while. We've been in a full blown war, you know, and that's something that I think a lot of people tend to forget. That this just didn't happen. It's the first time the presidents got on TV and spoke on the matter, and I think it's a damn shame. You know, I spoke to a few people within this industry, you know, personal friends and confidants in this industry that I asked them, I said, why is it that we always wait until we're in the 12th round, you know, till we have to be on the defense to start doing our part? Something I ain't never understood. I'm not one, like, I'll let you hit me one time, but that's probably gonna be it. I'm not gonna let you hit me again. You know, that's something I'm gonna take care of real quick. Like, you hit me once, cool. Don't think that shit's happening again. You know, I'm not waiting until you are kicking my ass, by no means, you know, before I start being defensive. I'd much rather take the offensive with you, you know, let you get your jab in, feel it, you know, get the space measured out, see what your intentions are, and then counteract accordingly. For us to sit back and wait till the 12th round to get back up and say, okay, now we're going to do something. Now we're going to rally the troops. Now they're going to rally the troops. Where the fuck you been? You got to wait for somebody to threaten to take something away from you before you want to stand up and defend it? Bullshit. That property line out there, that's mine. You cross that, you're automatically a threat to mine. If you're not a friendly and we don't know each other, the minute you hit that property line, the minute you become my business. I'm not going to wait for you to get to the doorstep before I address you. Shit, I'm going to address your ass as close to that property line as I possibly can. Why? Because my family resides in this home. Therefore, it's my responsibility to take care of that long before it gets here. That's where the fuck up has been in this industry right now. Whether it be egos or whatever it is, people have failed to defend what's ours before it got to this point. For it to get to this point is the sheer fact that we have fucked up. I don't know. I know a lot of people don't like hearing me talk like that or be truthful with the matter, but that's just the truth of it, guys. We have fucked up big time to even let it get to this point. Thank you, Shane Smith. He said we need 5,000 more on the petition to hit 100K. 100K. Dave Say Tech, what it do, man? What it do? Exquisite Bliss, welcome, man. Ultimate Fighter. Shame they come out of the woodwork when it's too late. You're damn skippy. Dave Say Tech says, hi, Miss Kim.
Hello.
You can wave or something, flip them off, give them the bird, whatever. But no, that's something that really bothers me is the fact that we wait till it's too fucking. I'm not going to say it's too late because it's never too late to start fighting. You can always start fighting, but know that your chips are stacked against you when you wait that fucking long to retaliate, to stand up for what you believe in. You know, the reason you see so many people coming out of the woodwork right now is because it's affecting one thing, and that's the bottom dollar. It ain't their fucking passion. If they were passionate about it, they'd have been passionate about it fucking 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Fuck no. It's whenever somebody comes and says, hey, I'm taking your money from you, that they want to get past. That ain't fucking passion. That's greed. We are having a drink this evening. Hope some of you guys are. Have yours as well. She's probably like, what the fuck is going on here? Get on here and go off on everybody. You know, I've said a long time ago, it's not just the community's responsibility. It's not just the juice manufacturer's responsibility. It's not just the hardware manufacturer's responsibility. It's everybody. It's a team effort as a whole. Deb22 says it was signed, but it was mentioned by some reviewers that petitions don't work. You know what it does work better than? Not fucking doing it. If they don't think it works, then fuck them. Hashtag Joel said that. Yeah, I said it. You know, we got to do everything. Right now is not a time to say, well, that might not work. Fuck if it works or not, man. You shoot everything you got at it. If it's signing fucking petitions, you sign the petitions. If it's showing up on the White House lawn, you show up on the White House lawn. Whenever you pose a threat to me and mine, I don't give a fuck if I got a garden hoe, a machete, a fucking 2x4, a shovel, a fucking tire tool, whatever I got at my disposal, you're getting hit with. Period. That's not something I'm going to sit here and wait for. And I'm not going to choose, well, you know, that's a big motherfucker. That hoe might not work. But shit, I hit that motherfucker 2 or 3 times. I bet it works.
No, you just use your fist.
Yeah, I'm not big on weapons.
Probably one punch and they're out.
It's one of those things out there that to see everybody come together right now, does it make me prideful? No, it doesn't. You know why it doesn't? Because it shows the real greed within people. The fact that the only reason why they're coming together now or speaking up now is because somebody's threatening to take their money away. It's a monetary thing. It's not the passion. But I am grateful and ever thankful that it does happen like that. Because then you can go back and look over the years who has been passionate about the industry and not the monetary side of it. Who's been passionate about the community? Who's been doing their part for years and not just coming up now and saying something now? Those that are saying something now are only saying something now because it's affecting their money, not affecting their passion. If they were passionate, like I said, they'd have been passionate 2, 3, 4 years ago. Where the fuck were they was at then? Bob Shorkey says, Joelle is blessed. Miss Kim is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Ultimate Fighter dropping them 100. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Well said, brother. You sit back and you see these things unfold and been watching them unfold. You know, I remember getting my ass chewed out on other shows that I was a part of for being that harsh dude, being that abrasive guy that's like, hey, do your fucking part. Don't count on us to do it. Get off your ass and go do it yourself. Well, man, you got to fuck that. I'm telling you today, there's a reason why I was that way. You know why I'm that way about it? Because I'm passionate about it. I've always been passionate about vaping. Vaping saved my damn life. To be completely honest with you, prior to my little son being born, little Hot Rod, nothing against Elissa, Marissa, Joelle, and Madison. I love each one of them dearly. But before the birth of little Hot Rod, I didn't give a fuck if I seen the next day or not. That's just the facts. I didn't care. But watching him grow up and seeing something about watching him come up, it set me a goal that I want to see that boy walk the stage one day. I want to see that boy get on his path, you know, to find his way. I got both my boys with me now, and I'm ever pleased to be able to be here today to ensure that both those boys go down the right path and get set on their own way. It's not for somebody else to come do that for me to do that, and for me to see that. And I firmly believe, had I not picked up vaping with flavored e-liquids, that I wouldn't be here today. You know, I remember getting checked into a hospital one year, right around Christmas or something, that it was like a yearly cough I would get. I'd get it every year. Well, this year I went to the hospital, and them fuckers didn't want me to go home. They're like, look, you got fluid on your lungs, man. You can't go home. I remember being green, like literally green pigment to my skin.
Going out.
I did go out to the club. You damn right I went out to the club. It was New Year's. I think it was New Year's, wasn't it? It was New Year's. Yeah, I went out to the club.
Left me at home.
Left her at home.
With a baby. I think I had a baby then or no.
I don't know if you had a baby or not, but I know I went out to the club sick as fuck. But whenever I got back and decided to go to the hospital, they didn't want me to go home. They're like, man, you got fluid on your lungs. There's no way you're going home. That was an eye-opener for me, man. I had a baby at home, and I wasn't going to get to go home to him. Have somebody tell me I couldn't go home when I was ready to go home. It's like being locked up. That'll fuck with your mind. Tony Mitchell, what's good? What's good? Wolf Bite, a.k.a. Frank freaking Wolf. Mr.JustRight, you are still in Discord. Remind me to unsub and mute you. Thank you. I hit close on that motherfucker, but I forgot to. I guess I didn't close out my audio. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Wolf Bite. Hell, you should have let that bitch play an audio there too. Hell, if somebody couldn't see it, they could hear it. Man, mad respect to my moderators out there. Dave Satek, Chris Lopez, Chapman, Minor, Wolf Bite. Much love to those guys out there. Always kind of doing their part on the backside with me. You know, those are guys that I get to conversate with on a daily throughout the week and share some of this insight with them, you know, and hear what their thoughts are and what their point of view is and their questioning is with this industry and the state of it. Cloud Chaser, chasing flavor. What I'd miss. You ain't missed much, man, but, you know, just my little spill on the whole flavor ban thing right now, where our president stands on that matter, where the media is standing in this matter. It's something that really affects me and bothers me personally, and has for many, many years. The fact that the news media wants to always leave off a piece of the story. They're like the key part of the story. They want to put in big, bold letters, you know, vaping does this and vaping does that. Did you put why they got sick? Why they died? Because they was consuming illegal black market THC cartridges? You know, not knowing what the hell's in it? You can't blame that on vaping. Dustin Vapor said later, everyone got to go. Peace. Deuces. Be blessed. David Arcana, D-Town in the house. What's up? What's good? Saw a news conference. New Jersey is banning vaping completely, making it illegal. Hope it's not true, or they change their minds. I won't smoke again, going on 10 years without one smoke. Dev22, if that is the case, please remember, you got friends. Know that we here for you. I don't give a fuck what the law is. Where I sent worse in the mail. I picked up worse in the mail. Shit, I've drove across fucking many states with worse in the trunk. To think I won't do the same for one of you out there that's in that state where they say, hey, you can't have this, you can't have that. Shit, you drop me a message, pick up the phone, call me. We're going to make that happen. Why? Because I firmly believe in fighting for something that I believe in myself. Batman, what's good, man? Blessed to be here, man. Absolutely blessed. Oh, Dustin, prayers for your mother, man. Still listening. Got to be at the hospital to see mom. Prayers for your mama. Mean that. Batman, I was just telling everybody my whole stance on this thing, man. The fact that you see people coming out of the woodworks now, yes, it's a good thing. But it does piss me off because it shows who's in it for the monetary gain, and the only reason why they coming to speak up now is because it's fucking with their money, and who is passionate about it. Those that been saying, hey, guys, we're in a full-blown war right now. They trying to take we need to be vocal. We need to stand up and speak our mind. Those are the ones that been passionate, been doing it for 2, 3, 4 years. You know, those that are barely coming out, waiting until the 12th round right now to stand up and say something, it's because they're afraid somebody's going to take their money from them. It's not passion. That's not passion. It's greed. And that really fucks with me and bothers me a lot. You know, don't sit here and portray something and be a culture vulture of sorts with this advocacy thing. Oh, I'm an advocate and I'm standing up for my right to vape because I'm passionate about this. Bullshit. You ain't passionate about nothing. The only thing you care about is that money coming out of your pocket or the threat that somebody's made on the money in your pocket. I don't know. I can go on for days about that, and piss off a lot of people and lose a lot of subs and a lot of friends. But at the end of the day, man, I ain't get in this industry to make fucking friends by no means. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be me, Mr. Just Right One, to speak on what I'm passionate about, what means the world to me. If I have the opportunity to look over new hardware for you and give you my 2 cents on the matter, I'd like to do so. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not an entertainer by no means. I'm just here to relay that message to you, my thoughts, opinions, and views. So we're already 30 minutes into this bitch, or not even 30 minutes because we was 10 minutes late. But full disclosure here, my man in chat fogging out the Batman. I've had this package for a good while, but I wanted to get the missus on with me so we can give you a live take on what we think about the line from Batman and EMB. I know Batman is a passionate dude just as I am about whatever it is he puts his hands on, whether it be his oil field, his family, his vape family, his e-liquid that he's decided to come out with. And what better time to go over the flavors that are contained within this package that I have not molested or opened. I did open the other box, the main box that came with like a hat, a shirt, and probably the most kick-ass part of the whole thing, those samples right there. EMB has done it right with that. If you ask me, I was talking to Batman in a chat room the other day, just me and him, little video chat and Zoom, that at these expos and shit, that's the samples ought to be passed out right there. There's plenty in that little packet right there to let you know what's inside that, if you're gonna like it or not. I think that should be for every expo. Not passing out 30 mils or 120. Shit, pass those out. You see who's real and who's not. If there's plenty in there to see if they're gonna buy or not. Deb 22 ain't gonna be no ban, I promise you. We're not gonna let that happen. There may be a piece of paper that says you can't have this. It doesn't necessarily mean you ain't gonna be able to have it. Rebellion is what this country was founded on. We were not founded on complacency and following the rules and doing as we're told. Hell, the human nature is not to do as you're told. If you're a biblical person, you go back to the story of Adam and Eve. They were given a whole garden of Eden, and said, hey, you can have anything you want in here. Just don't eat that apple. What's the first damn thing they do? They eat the fucking apple. That's just the way we're programmed as humans, man. You tell us we can't do something, we're going to do it. Batman says, hello, Mrs. Just Right. So what we're going to do, guys, is I went through a painful process, all of 5 minutes, to rebuild and rewick 7 profiles on 7 different mechs. And I don't care what nobody says, the profile looks sexy as fuck on anything. You can put the profile on an ugly mod and it's going to look good. Look at that. Boom. That's badass right there. Sexy, sexy, sexy. It takes a lot for an atomizer to make a mod look good. And of course, it's the most flavorful RDA that's ever been created. If y'all didn't catch the humor in that, I'm sorry for you. I was being humorous on that post. I mean, it's okay to be humorous every now and then. So we're going to open this for the very first time. I have seen the names online, and I will tell you, and I'm going to apologize right now to any of my Puerto Rican, Dominican, South American, Hispanic, Mexico, Brazil, Guatemalan, any of you guys down there. Don't be pissed off when you see the dark-skinned brown dude can't pronounce one fucking name on this bottle. Because the truth be told, I know I cannot do that. And I brought the missus on here, like I said earlier, to Batman's my brother from another. He knows I love him to death. I'd do anything in the world for him. But he knows I'll be truthful with him. I love him enough to be truthful with him and not some wolf ticket. I brought her on here to be that balance for you guys out there that may be like, oh, he only said that because Batman's his boy, Batman's his dude. Nah, that's not the way it is. Batman, I love Batman enough to tell him, yeah, man, that was on point or that wasn't for me. and no love lost. You know what I mean? That's just real friends right there. Your real friends tell you fucking up. Period. If you ain't got nobody ever told you doing wrong, they ain't your real friends. The best of my friends have called me out on some bullshit. Like, hey, Joel, look, man, I love you to death, dude, but you know that shit's got to stop. All right, man, cool. You're right. I need to make that happen. But I brought the missus on here just to be that balance of the equation. And plus, last time we had her on for a Juice Live, and we had like 2,500 views on that video. So it was a really, really good bit. Oh, shit. Let me find another one. I don't want to start off out the gate bad. Yeah. This one says Nancy's Flan Control.
What's a control?
I don't know what a control is. I don't know what a control is. But it says underneath it, Nancy's Flan Cake.
What's a flan cake? I'm lost on that one.
Flan. It's like, I think it's like maybe like a cheesecake type thing or something. Maybe.
Don't be making stuff up.
I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Nancy's Flan Control or Cocho? I don't know. We're going to call it Nancy's Flan Cake just to be on the safe side, all right?
Cocho.
Cocho?
Mm-hmm.
That's Cocho. That's what it says. Ooh.
Damn. We're going to lick it.
We're going to vape it.
Well, bake it, whatever. Let's see.
Yeah. All right, I can tell you right now, that one's going to be fucking good. We're going to put that one on this silver one here. And remind me to keep the bottle with the mod, that way we know when we come back and say, like, which one's our favorites and so forth. If we need to get another pull on one, we can do so. Look, no bullshit. They're all fresh cotton in all of them. Fuck that cotton up, too. Flan on top of cake. But what is flan? Tony Mitchell said, well, Joel, she's easier on the eyes than you, brother. Should have at it. You got some dollars? We're trying to put kids through college. That, I can tell you right now, that one's going to be pretty dope. Let me prime it up just a little bit. Oh, fuck.
Smells like dessert.
Yeah, Batman, I can tell you right now, man, I got to pick up. I got to get some more of that. I ain't even hit it yet. I can tell you just by the aroma coming off of it, I got to have that. Lady Loves Vapor says she'll be right back. Good deal. Lancelot Biz Caltro. I have no idea. Flan is white people shit. Just call him. Mine says, hey, Mr.JustRight and Mrs. Holly.
Shit, because I don't know what it is.
Kind of like pudding or custard, no? Good. It's like a vanilla custard with caramelized topping on top of moist yellow. See, I'm glad you told us, man, because all I knew was like dessert. But it smells fucking delicious, though. Like, I actually can't wait to give this a pull. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first? You want to see my eyes get big? Sorry, guys, that's fucked up. Have at it. Don't turn it over. What the hell's wrong with you? You just dumped it over. It'll spill out. She doesn't vape, by the way, so I just have her do like give me an honest opinion. Don't say nothing. Don't contaminate my thought process. And this is Nancy's Flan Control. Control or Coach? What'd you say it was?
Cocho.
Cocho. Nancy's Flan Cocho. Damn, that's fucking good. What do you think?
I think it's really good too.
Yeah?
Lots of flavor.
Sweet? Cakey?
I don't know. It tastes good though.
Like I get the caramel and I get the
That tastes really good.
the yellow cake, the pound, like the real sweet, moist yellow cake. I can dig that one a lot. I can tell you right now that one is fucking banging.
It's got a lot of flavor. I'll say a little bit sweet, but not too sweet.
Like an over sweet or just
No,
like a balance?
I can almost
like the
taste
caramel. Does it balance
like
the sweetness out for you or not?
And, I don't know. It almost tastes like a powdered sugar in there.
I can dig it. I'm gonna say it is sweet, but I like sweet. I like sweet
Very
grapes.
flavorful though.
Lots and lots of flavor to that. I'm gonna set that one over there. That's a very
It's got a good aftertaste too.
That's potential. That's that Nancy's. What'd you say it was? What'd you say? Nancy's Cocho? Is that what you said?
Flying Cocho.
Nancy's Flying Cocho. Pretty dope shit right there. That one's going. I'm setting that one over there by itself. Fuck. I can't say none of these damn names.
Coquito.
I'm gonna let her read it.
Maybe. I don't know
Maybe she does it better than I do. Felix, what's good, brother? What's good, brother, man? The conchito is sweet. That's what somebody said. Right now, that Nancy's Flying Cocho is pretty fucking good.
I don't know about that one. I'll debate that one. It's got a little bit of a kick.
This one says coconut rum eggnog. The rum would be the spice.
That's probably what I'm tasting is the rum.
Let's put
Lots
it on
of
this
rum.
one. Damn, Batman, how much rum you put in that, man? We get fucked up on that one. I'm drinking that shit. Oh, do you want to take a drink of wine? Cleanse your palate? Oh, well, fuck, you want to go get some more wine?
Yeah,
okay. Take your cup.
Take the cup or bring the bottle.
Bring the bottle, set it there. We're using wine to cleanse our palate. She said that perfect. He said, whatever you pronounced over here. He said you said it perfect. And I know this is not typical of my live streams, you know, to sit here and give a live sampling of juice, or e-liquid. But what better time when right now our whole industry is in jeopardy because of the flavored e-liquid. Fuck, I like flavored e-liquid. I don't like tobacco e-liquid. I do not. I don't care for it one damn bit. I think there's only one tobacco e-liquid I've ever cared for, and that it's actually in them little stig pods in 50 milligrams, the Cubano. It's the only one I've ever cared for. And I don't even like it all the time. The only time I really care for it, if it's really cold outside and I got like a fire burning in the fireplace and like a nice 1824 scotch sitting there, that's when I like to vape on that one. Let's see here. I'm not even going to try to say it. She said it. She said it right, whatever the hell she said. Because I'm just going to call it coconut rum eggnog. Oh, shit. Okay, Joel, say this. It's made with Orgullo Borica. Ogora Borica. Oh, man, bad man. You trying to make me look bad, man. Good thing I got me a white girl, because Lord knows I'd never get me a Hispanic girl. Like, what the fuck you say to me? I'm like, hey, look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I said. I think the only thing in Spanish I can say is, bonita tu tenete grande negras. I'm not sure what it means, but I know they like to hear it. Oh, man. That's fucking nice. I'll tell you right now, this coconut rum eggnog, whatever you called it earlier, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll let you vape first. For a second. look, perfect couple. But we're a real couple too. You know, don't let the internet or social media fool you by any means. We go through the same shit that everybody else goes through. You know, we have arguments, we have disagreements. You know, there's times that, you know, we're at each other's throats. You know, more so since I've been home a lot more lately. You know, since I've had a separation from my daytime job.
I don't think so. I think we've gotten along a lot better.
I've been in the yard every day, sun up to sundown. Look, look at my fucking tan. I'm like white up there and dark as fuck down there. Been outside trying to give her room, give her space. What do you think?
It's
a
very
little
good.
much? That scope hitting. That TVL scope.
No, it's really good.
That one's hitting.
And that was what? That one?
Yeah, well, how'd you say it? He said you said it perfect earlier.
Coquito? It tastes better vaping.
Yeah, than it did on the yeah, right. The finger test is very deceiving on this one here. The coconut rum eggnog. You get the spice of it, but like balanced on the eggnog. Like the eggnog comes in to soothe off the spiciness. Like on the inhale, you get a lot of the rummy spice, but on the exhale, you get that creaminess of the eggnog to mellow out the spice.
Tastes like a Malibu rum. That's what it tastes like to me, like a coconut Malibu rum.
To each their own. I can dig that one. I'd like to see that one. I got this in a 3. This is one that I think I would like to have in like a 12, you know, and put it in a pod system and rock it on a pod in a 12. A little draws, heavy nicotine delivery. That spiciness of it will be masked with the rum, and then the eggnog to soothe it out on the exhale. So I like that a lot. Patrick B said, best RDA to run fogging out the Batman's new juice line is the profile. You got it right, Mr. Just Right One. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Adam Izzard, what's up, Mr. and Mrs. Just Right? Good to see you. It's a pleasure to see you here. DJ Bangin' and One finally caught the live session. Hope everyone's good. Y'all hear the little twang on my voice there? Because this fogging out the Batman that got me in touch with my southern hemisphere background. I gotta put that one away. I'm too late for that one. Which one do you want to do next? And it's like, man, there's a whole lineup of them, man. There's 7 of them. You know, to come out with 7 different profiles, that's a fucking feat in itself. You know, to sit down and get them all correct. I hate to know how much time it took him to do that, because I know he's a picky individual. I'm a picky individual, and to come up with 7 of them, man, it'd be hard for me to get 7 of them just right. I'd probably do like 3 or 2. You know, try 2, see how the market received it, and then work from there. Is that the one you want to try next? This one says Cantina de Queso, cream cheese flaky pastry. Ooh, I'm not a fan of cream cheese. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, you are.
Vapid Miner says, hell of an improvement on the panel tonight. Just saying, Mr. Just Right. All right, a little finger test, which we know now this can be very deceiving, which is interesting because even when I go out to expos or something, before I even try any liquid, I always do like a little finger test to see what I think about it. Do that one on the red one. Got that red MDX Just Right edition. Brass button from Unicorn. Red profile up top. From your finger test, what are you thinking?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Interesting.
I need to see my X1s in here to the gentlemen out there. Excuse me, ladies. But how many of you done the other finger test? Fuck. That ain't no good. See, she gets me drinking wine. Out of my mind. I don't talk shit all the time.
To drink. I mean, to talk shit. To drink. Talk shit.
All right, here goes nothing. This is the Cantina de Queso cream cheese flaky pastry. Damn. I press the button on the bottom. That's surprising.
What?
The cream cheese?
I don't even taste the cream cheese.
What do you taste?
Pastry.
Like what kind of pastry? Has a very unique to it. Zachary Harris, what do you think of the Aegis Legend X mod? Couldn't speak on it, man. I don't have one. Not everyone takes forever, Joel says cool image. I'm sorry, I do. Ruben says, yes, we called the White House. Mrs. Batman is in chat. She said, hello, I'm glad you both like the flan cocho one. Thanks. You're very welcome, Mel. It's very, very good. It's actually probably, and that was the Cantina de Queso. She said she don't get the cream cheese. Cantina. Canita?
Maybe.
I don't know. Shit. I'm going by the English translation. It says cream cheese flaky pastry. That won't mess the Spanish up. She's watching here with me. But thank you both for watching, Mr. Batman and Mrs. Batman. I will say that one has a very unique flavor. It's sweet. She says she don't get the cream cheesy part. She gets more of a pastry. I get more like a fried glazed pastry of sorts. I like that one, but probably not as much as the first one. Like, I'm going to set this one between those two because I did get a little more than the spiced rum one. Like the spiced rum, I'd like to see in a higher nicotine. I think I'd like it more in a pod system, but it's still a strong contender as well. Which one do you want to do next?
Which one can you pronounce?
Fuck, I can't pronounce none of them. You can speak up. They can hear you. Okay. Cafe con leche.
You know what leche is?
Milk.
Yeah.
Coffee and milk. I read it in English. I'm going to try that one on the gunmetal profile on the unicorn vert.
I like the texture.
You like the texture? I told when I spoke to Trevor,
pretty.
That was like my one downfall. Like hard to find something to match. Yeah, I didn't care
to match it.
Yeah, like I like aesthetics are a big thing with me. Like if you can't find something to match it, it's perfect.
It's got gold all over it.
It's got brass all over it.
Brass, gold, whatever. Gold would look good.
We're gonna juice this one up and see what we got. Guys, I see we're close on the petitions, but if you see the petition, if you're on Facebook at all, Instagram, click the links you see. Make sure the petition's filled out. Not only do you fill it out, if your wife has an email, have her fill it out. If you got children that are grown, have them fill it out. If they all have their own emails, have them all fill it out. That's imperative that we get those 100,000 signatures. The fact that it's even taken 24 hours is a little disheartening, but hey, you know, it gives us, we're moving on it. You know, we are moving.
4 hours is good, though.
It's good, but when you have the number of vapors we have, it goes back to that 10% rule. I think we should be in a position now where we're acting to disprove that 10% rule. Prime it up just a little bit, get some in the cotton. Ooh, I can tell you right now that smells good. Hot damn. All right, you go first on that one.
Lick it.
Oh, you want to lick it? I got to lick it first? Is that what you're saying? She says, we didn't lick it.
And taste the coffee.
And taste the coffee. All right, here we go. No, you go first.
No, you go first.
You want to see my eyes get big? Fuck. That's an inside
I really
joke.
don't want to see that. He's worthless.
Oh,
go to bed.
fuck. For
Just sit there and
Lily.
breathe hard a couple times, and I'm going to bed.
Very, very heavy on the coffee. I can tell you, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll let you get yours. Now I'll give my 2 cents on the matter. What?
Tastes just like coffee.
You tasting any cream in it? She likes coffee. I'm not a coffee fan myself, but she likes like her little espressos and shit from Starbucks.
I love the espressos.
I'm not a fan of all that. Like you catch me at Starbucks, I'm getting a Java chip. Always.
Java chip's good, but the espresso will wire you up. It's just like coffee.
Coffee? Do you get any of the milk?
It just tastes like if I were to sweeten it up and.
Is it like a dark roast coffee or?
I don't use milk. I would use creamer, but it tastes very good. Very flavorful. All of them have been very flavorful.
The cafe con leche, coffee and milk. I can tell you again, this is going to go along with the spiced rum for my personal preference. I would probably like to see that in like a 12 again in a pod system to get that where you don't take the long, heavy, vaporous pulls on it. You get low vapor production, but heavy nicotine delivery. The coffee will whitewash that nicotine harshness that you get a lot when you start stepping up your milligrams of nicotine, and then soothe it out again with the milk. So I'm going to definitely put that one next to the Conquito, the coconut rum eggnog. Both of those are falling in the same category for me. Again, I would like to see them both in a higher nicotine level. It'd probably be something I would pick up and order in a higher nicotine level. So now we're down to 3. Which of the 3 would you like to try?
I don't smell nicotine, so I think I got a high off of that.
Roy Godine says, Mr. Just Right won. Welcome. Alan Michael Cantor. My petition was filled 2 days ago and did my call to the White House this morning, brother. Don't forget, you can call the White House more than one time a day. You can call them 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. You can blow this, bug the shit out of them. I'm not going to say blow the shit up for that. Probably send the fucking black SUVs pulling up and shit outside the house.
Let's try this one.
Okay. She wants to try this one. Bizcocho de pan.
Right?
Yeah. Bizcocho de piña al revés. I fucked that one all up, I'm sure. Pineapple rum upside down cake. See, you can't focus on it because it's focusing on our face.
A lot of these are really good fall flavors.
Well, guess what we're about to go into?
I know that. That's why I'm saying it's a really good time to start vaping these flavors.
Yeah, you can be indoors as well. Ooh. She's gonna like that one. You know what she likes? She likes some little pineapple lollipops with that.
The Mexican sucker with the.
Why's it got to be a Mexican sucker? White people eat them too. It's the pineapple with like the spicy stuff on it. She likes those a lot.
Tajín?
Do it? I don't know. We call it
Mexican salt.
Mexican salt. Actually, that wasn't bad saying the name, Mr. Just Right. And we're going to try this one on the brass MDX from Unicorn with the purple profile. You kind of see a trend here. I kind of dig Unicorn a lot. I really love a lot of their mechs. And I chose mechs because they're simple for her to use. You don't have to sit there and adjust the wattage or anything. It's just, press the button and vape.
I really like the round ones.
You like them round, do you? Would Would you like it more if it had like a
Bit
little
of my
curve
hand.
in it or something? All right. Here we go. And that's on the brass MDX with the purple profile up top. Okay, right now I'll need more. Did you try them? Did you lick it? You didn't lick it.
No, did we
You
not?
didn't lick it. I did. Did you?
I thought
Oh
we
yeah, you did. My bad. She did lick it. I licked it.
You just want me to lick it again.
Maybe I want to lick it again. What do you think? Pineapple rum upside down cake.
Very
I
good.
definitely get. You like that one?
I really like all of them because they have a good flavor and a good aftertaste, which makes a big difference because you can get flavor and then get a crappy aftertaste, and it's just like, nah.
How would you
Can't
put
do
it against that other one, the first one?
I like all of them, and there's not one I haven't liked.
Well, you got to kind of rank them a little bit. There has to be like a system to say, okay, this one was the best. This one
No.
was the. You have to. That's like
I
part
don't
of it.
have to. I like them so far. They got a really good flavor, and I haven't disliked a flavor yet.
The pineapple rum upside down cake, my take on it is I get heavy on the pineapple. The rum, not on the inhale, but like as it's crossing the palate, if you let it rest on the palate, you get more of the rum blending with the pineapple. And then the exhales where you get the strong, cakey part from it. And I think that's where he's on to something here is to round out all the flavors, or not all the flavors, but the majority of them are some kind of pastry of some sort. On the exhale, the pastry is very, very present, and it's more than just present. It blends well with all of them. And I think he has a one-up on a lot of American juice manufacturers because he has or they have, because I'm sure his wife had a lot to do with this too. They have the culture of different profiles, like different meals that they like or different sweets that they like. Like, you know, it ain't anything to see like a blueberry glazed donut or a strawberry milk cereal or something along them lines, you know, or a strawberry shortcake. That's easy, typical American style profiles that you would see. So here you're getting a cross culture profiles on the e-liquids that we have in front of us. That one I would definitely say is definitely a banger in my book. I like it right at the 3. The pineapple being something that you could vape in the summertime as well as the wintertime with the upside down. 808 Kevin K, bro.
Well, they smell really good, but I've smelled some that have smelled really good and tasted like crap. So they taste good and they
That
smell
one's very good. I got to give that one again. That is the Bizcocho de Pina a la Revers. Pretty good. I like that one. Which one do you want to do next?
Let's do the pumpkin.
You want to do the pumpkin? You want to cleanse your palate? I'm on to something here, guys. Cleanse your palate after every one.
I think it's a trick.
98,295 signatures on the petition. Very, very good. Very good.
That was fast. Right?
Yeah.
I think the timing's really
No,
good.
Adam, dude, no apologies needed, man. I'll tell you guys right now, if you haven't filled out the petition and you left here to go fill out the petition, I wouldn't even be the slightest bit upset about it. I'd much rather you go take care of that to ensure that everybody has the opportunity to enjoy this Sabores del Encanto. from Fogging Out with the Batman, my brother from another mother. And this is the flan de calabaza. It says calabaza.
Well, depends on how you
Pumpkin flan.
You guys Texans pronounce it differently, maybe.
I have you know, Batman, before I try this one, I have been looking for a pumpkin pie type vape since Northern Lights Vapor Company stopped manufacturing their $100 pumpkin pie. So that was like a go-to for me in the wintertime. And actually, it popped up on my time hop today, and I'll send it to you, Batman, to show you that I'm not bullshitting you, man. It popped up on my time hop today, a bottle of that from like 4 or 5 years ago. That was my favorite. He said, nope, not a pumpkin pie. Thank you for the heads up. We'll do that one on this blue profile. Again, on top of another MDX. No spice. Well, I like the fact that you tell me it's not a pumpkin pie, so I don't get my hopes up, you know. But we'll see here. Let's keep playing. Prime it up just a bit. All right, here we go. He's right. Oh, what am I talking about? Did you try it? Did you lick it?
Yeah, it was a little strong on the end, but they tasted different when
Damn.
baking them.
Damn. Getting you lightheaded? Wait till you get to the bottom of these. You'll be real lightheaded.
Want the flavor right off. That one's a little strong.
A little strong?
I probably wouldn't prefer it over the rest of them, but it still has a lot of flavor. Lots of flavor.
I'm getting a lot
of
the pumpkin.
Spice. I feel like a spice.
But not like a sweet pumpkin, like almost like a raw pumpkin, if that makes any sense to you at all. It's like, it's hard to say. Like if you ever took pumpkin seeds out of a pumpkin when you carved a pumpkin and like baked them in your oven yourself at home with just a little bit of salt on it, a little sea salt, like it's like that kind of pumpkin, like a raw pumpkin, like real pumpkin, you know, like that's it's very unique in itself. I like it. You said it's not one of your favorites, but I would actually put it up there.
A little stronger.
Yeah. Being one that likes pumpkin, I would put that higher up on the list than like the spiced rum.
It's got a good flavor, but it's just
and the nicotine that it is. It's
stout. I mean,
okay,
a little strong for me.
That's acceptable. My take on the pumpkin flan is the raw pumpkin, like I said. Not very strong on the pastry side of it. More like a raw pumpkin flavor, and I can dig that a lot. Like I can respect that. I personally enjoy it, and like I said, I would put it higher than the cafe con leche and the spiced rum one, the cocho one. Yeah,
see, I like the other ones better.
Oh, the conquito, not the cocho one. I'm gonna put that one right there. And the last one on the list here is going to be, oh, fuck. I see why you made this one the last one. Do you want to try it?
Gotta give me a second to look at it.
Well, you can't have a second. We only got so much time before they're going to start dipping out of here.
Pastelitos de Guayaba? I don't know.
I'm going to say Pastelitos de Guava, and it's guava flaky pastry. Oh, I wish I would have not read that in English. Heads up, I'm not a fan of guava, but for my brother, I'll try anything. Here we go. You want to cleanse your palate? Because I still got heavy pumpkin. That pumpkin is like really present on the palate right now. I'll need some more on that one. Damn. That's actually pretty good.
What? The wine?
Yeah.
I know. It was pretty good myself.
No, I'm not talking about the wine. Fuck the wine. I'm talking about this.
No. I just said the wine. And
I thought you said the one, like this one.
No.
Guava flaky pastry. I'm not going to try the Spanish part again. And that is the gold profile on the Torin Max. Looks damn sexy if you ask me.
Probably good when you bake it.
He said, damn, you almost sound like Fagin trying to pronounce these names. And Sin Cali Vapor says, that's a really big bottle of wine. Yeah, it is. But you know what is hard work, man, if you can't sit back and enjoy flavored e-liquids, flavored wine, flavored spirits of any sort with your family, man. It's like we can't have somebody tell you you can't enjoy something in the comforts of your own home. You know, a lot of people right now are about to kick off in football season real heavy. A lot of people are big on football. I'm not big on any professional sport because people have said things in the comforts and residing of their own home that have later been persecuted or, you know, had their team stripped from, whether it's right or wrong or agree with it or not. They're in the comforts of their own home. It's their own personal beliefs. You're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe. To have somebody tell you otherwise, how does that work? I don't support that and I don't believe in that. Therefore, I don't get behind any professional sports of any sort. Basketball, football, hockey, any of that shit. I don't support none of it. Oh yeah, it smells fucking amazing.
Well, I'm not really into sports either, but I really like those Chiefs. Play good games. Interesting.
She only likes the Chiefs because we live in the hometown of Mahomes.
The games are good, though.
I'm glad this live stream's almost over. Talking about the Chiefs. Get the hell out of here.
I like the Chiefs. Very good. I'll actually like this.
Be quiet. Let me taste it first before you start giving your opinions. Sorry. You're gonna spoil it for me.
I just said it was good.
That's your
just okay. Well, we don't always have the same opinion.
This is the time we don't. Because I'm telling you, hold your opinion for yourself for this 1 minute.
I don't have to. That's why you have me on here. It's for my opinion.
Damn.
It's very good. I will have to say all the flavors have really good flavor.
You know what I like about doing this like this? Is it proves a theory too, or a concept that I get asked a lot. Can you drip with the profile? Can you? Hell yeah, you can drip with the profile. It's an atomizer. I prefer it in squonking mode, but you can actually drip it if you'd like. If you'd like.
Watching it.
Damn. That is really, really good. I'm not a fan of guava at all. But that's one that I could get behind and vape again.
Very good.
Very, very good. Want to see my eyes get big?
No, it doesn't smell like happy.
Hey, what's good, Chappie? My brother from another mother, man. Look, I don't even like guava at all. Like, I'll tell you right now, guava is not a profile that I go after by any means. But this guava flaky pastry is bliss. And I think they could have put that as a name instead of Pastelios de
Bliss.
Gallamba. They could have just put bliss. Because, no bullshit. If you don't like guava, but you want to try something different, that would be one you pick up. It has a lock on the bottom.
Oh,
No, you can, okay, now you can
just,
yeah.
I didn't dump it or anything. Took it over. Just trying
it. Definitely pick that one up. So, of them all, you said you couldn't give any one of them like a 1 to 7
There was
rating.
one I didn't like, but it still had really good flavor for.
And it was the spiced rum eggnog.
No, the pumpkin one.
The pumpkin one, you didn't care for it.
I think that was the last one we did before this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna ask me to rank these like from 1 to 7, and like must-haves and go down, and this is my own opinion. This is not hers. My personal opinion would be this Nancy's flan control. That's it. Nancy's flan control. Nancy's flan cake. That one right there. If you're gonna pick up one of all of them, in my personal opinion, I would pick that one up right there. If you could only go buy one, buy that one. Why? Because I'm gonna revisit it again after I cleanse my palate.
I'll say buy all of them.
Oh, I want you to buy all of them.
Really good.
But there's people out there who cannot afford to spend I think it's like $19, maybe $16 a bottle, who cannot afford the $16 a bottle.
Could they not try the samples?
I don't know if they have them in samples. I don't know if they do have the samples or not. Batman, if you're watching, does your line come in these kind of samples? Zach Hawkins says, "What's up, Joel? Tuning in hella late, but I made it."
Definitely worth trying all of them.
Yeah. Again, I still stand by my personal statement. Number 1 is going to be the Nancy's Flan Cocho. I like that one a lot. Second on the list is going to be this Cantina de Queso, the creamy cheese flaky pastry. I really dug that one too. I'll get that one again. I like that a lot. Third on the list is going to be that guava. I'm not a guava man by any means at all. Zoom in, fucker, focus. Because it's trying to focus on you. The camera says, "Oh, she's pretty. I'm going to focus on her." If you're going to bend over in the front. That one there, I would definitely say the guava is going to be ranked number 3. Which one is this? Number 4 is going to be the pineapple rum upside down cake, the bizcocho de pina al revés. Really digging that one too. I'll get this focus zone figured out eventually, fucker.
I'll say whatever flavor you dig, try it because it's really good.
The pumpkin is not.
I think there's some.
The pumpkin is going to be unique because I personally like pumpkin. I like a raw pumpkin. Some people do not. I would say that one would be next for me. Then we start falling down to the 2 that I'd like to get in a higher nick, and I probably will order both in a higher nick, and that's going to be the coffee and milk and the coconut rum eggnog. Both solid in my book at where they're at with the 3 milligram, but personally, I think I would enjoy those in a higher nicotine level. For those of you just tuning in, we're going to recap on this, guys, because we've had a hell of a week right now in our industry, and fuck the industry side of it, the community side of it. Our community has been threatened. I don't really care about the industry side of it at all. I care about the community side of it. I want the community to have the opportunity to continue to experience what we've been afforded the opportunity to experience. I want future generations to be able to experience what we've been able to experience. And again, those that you see coming to the fight right now, it's good everybody's joining in the fight. But go back and look 2, 3 years back, 4 years back, those who were passionate then. Because those that you see coming now to the fight, that's not passion. What they're afraid of their pocketbook being affected. They're afraid of the monetary losses that they're going to suffer if this goes through. Remember that. Remember that when this is all said and done. Yes, everybody needs to unite, put all your differences aside, and continue to fight the good fight. Absolutely. But no, this is not a new fight. This is not a fight that was just picked this week. This fight has been going on for many, many years. So those that are just now deciding to get to it, the only reason why they're getting to it is because of the monetary losses that they can suffer. And Fogging Out with the Batman says, Joel, my brother, thank you for the review, but damn, you murdered the names. Laugh out loud. I'm sorry. I do apologize, man. I'm not good at rolling my tongue or anything like that. It's not something I can do very well, especially reading the names in a foreign language or whatever it can be. I'm just not very good at it. I can tell you right now, I'm not. Chris Chapman say, can you read the names one more time? But again, guys, do your part. The petitions are out there. The numbers have been listed. Don't let this weekend or the tweets that are being sent out there don't let that get your guard down by any means. Because that's part of a fight. That's strategic. If I don't deem you as a threat, why would I perceive you as a threat? Why would I treat you as a threat? If I think, oh, he's backed off a little bit, I can back off too. No, when they back off, man, that's when you put your foot on their neck. You bear down on that bash and you let them know that, hey, it doesn't matter that you're backing up now. We're going to finish this fight. How are we going to finish this fight? We're going to finish this fight with us victorious and you on the losing end. This is not a time that anybody, not in the industry, but in the community, can afford a loss. We have to have a W in this fight. So did you see these tweets going up that, oh, I understand, and fuck that. That's when you go twice as hard. That's when you call twice as many times as you've called before. If you think the impact that we've made now has caught his attention, if you double up on that and you like I said, you put your foot on their neck and you don't give them any damn room at all to breathe, don't even make it an option for them to breathe. You don't want to win by technical difficulty. You want to win by a smooth, flat-ass knockout. You want this to be done. You want them laid out. You want to be back in the dressing room with their ass still on the canvas. That's the way this fight has to be fought. And if you think otherwise or somebody perceives and tells you otherwise, you inform them, no, you are wrong. We have to do it this way. All's fair in love and war. Right now, we're in war. And I love you guys. I love the community. So all's fair in love and war. And it's all's fair when it comes down to it. I love my family. I love my household. You bear a threat to either one of those, all's fair. There ain't no off limits. Ain't no fighting fair at that point. My goal is to end you completely to where you don't have an opportunity to come back. And remember that this is a critical year coming up. 2020 is going to be an election year. So they may slack up to secure an election. And then when they're reelected, then they proceed with what their initial goal was. So that's why you make it a point, not to get political about any damn thing, but you make it a point to completely dominate your opponent. And right now our opponent is mainstream media, social media, and the White House. Those are our opponents right now. They are not friendlies at all. Those are all foes to all extents. If a loved one in your family is spreading bullshit news articles and sharing them, copying and pasting, you put a stop to that. You let them know and you be bold about it. You let them know, like, look, I love you to death, mama. I love you to death, grandma, but you share that shit again, I'm going to unfriend your ass. I'm going to block you. You want to see your grandbabies again? I'm going to block you. You keep sharing that kind of stuff, because what you're doing is, by you sharing that, is you're taking away the potential or the opportunity for us to be around to see our own grandchildren and future generations as well. I firmly believe and understand that vaping has saved my life. Vaping flavored e-liquids has saved my life. Has it done the same for you? Is this something you're willing to fight for? Are you fighting because you're afraid you're going to lose $1? Whatever your reason is for fighting, we're fighting. We're fighting on the same team right now. We're not going to call people out, but we're going to just put it in your mind and let it be known that you didn't come to the fight till the 12th round. We've been fighting this shit since the first round, since day one. You know, for you to capitalize and benefit off the sweat off of our backs for fighting is a greed thing. It's a greed move. And remember those guys that are walking around with the white flag, they ain't raised it. That bitch is just resting on their shoulder right now. They're determining, they're kind of walking the fence a little bit to say, okay, are we going to be victorious in this or are we going to lose? If we're going to be victorious, yeah, I'm going to keep my white flag down, put it back in my pocket, and nobody's going to know about it. But the minute we start leaning towards an L, they're going to throw that white flag up, they're going to take their profits, they're going to dip, and they're going to go into another aspect of this industry, whether it be the CBD industry, which I have nothing against, whether it's going to be the THC industry, which I have nothing against. If you want to partake in either one of those, by all means, have at it. I actually support both. You know, but I do firmly believe that we have a lot of people that made lots and lots of money in this industry from you guys, the community out there, on flavored e-liquids, hardware, everything. But the minute we start wavering towards that L, we start getting close to that L, they're going to cash out and they're going to dip out on us. And we've already seen it over this last year where they seen, well, the profit ain't as good there. The profit, I'm going to go over here and do this. I'm going to go over here and do this. I'm going to go over here and do this. I ain't got nothing for them, you know? Joshua Hess says, I want to try all 7 flavors. I wonder if they would taste any different at higher or lower wattages. I imagine they would. You know, that's a wonderful thing about vaping. You can adjust, especially on a regulated device, you can adjust to your liking. You can adjust your build to your liking. But if you're not that skill set in it and you still want to partake in vaping, you're rocking a sub-ohm tank, this is something, these e-liquids that we have before us today are so flavorful that I don't see why you wouldn't be able to rock them in a sub-ohm tank. Like I said, I want to see the coffee and milk and the coconut rum in a higher nicotine level. I'll probably order both of them in a higher nicotine level so I can rock them in like my Priva or my Tony B AI or PAL 2 kit, you know, or that Rattle AIO that I have. You know, a pod system that I can rock on a daily with a higher nicotine level. That is something that I want to do. So, I mean, most definitely, if it's something you're interested in, man, pick them up. Try them out. I live in Michigan. So I have my governor and the president trying to take flavors from me. I hope we can be loud enough to win this fight. It's not a matter, it is about being loud. But, you know, talk is cheap. You know, it's not just the talk, it's the walk that matters. You know, it's if you, I've come across many people in my life, adversaries, that were very loudmouth folks. You know, but when push come to shove, shit, they bundled up, they just curled up on the ground. You know, they weren't about what they were talking by any means. You know, actions speak louder than words. There you go. You know. Guys, we've been doing this for an hour and 13 minutes. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Mrs.JustRight for joining me this evening. I'd like to thank EMB. I'd like to thank Fogging Out with the Batman. Congratulate Fogging Out with the Batman on his line with EMB. Solid lineup. Every single one of them. Cool image. Fucking with me. Congratulate Batman on what he's achieved here. You know, I'm proud of him. I'm proud to know him. Proud to call him a brother of mine. He knows I support him in all his endeavors. If these were garbage, I still would get on here and tell you they were garbage. They're not. The wife is here. She's letting you know they're very, very, very flavorful. Every one of them. It may not be a flavor that I'm most gravitating to, but it's still flavorful in its own perspective. If it's something you might be interested in, if any of them remotely sound appealing to you, do so. The guava is not something that I personally would look at by the profile and say, hey, I'm going to try that. I'm glad that I had them sent to me so I could be afforded the opportunity to try it, because I know that I would not try it on my own. Thank you, Batman. Thank you, EMB. Thank you guys out there that are watching. Remember, do your part. I can't say that enough, guys. It is all hands on deck. Like I said, the petition, if you know people with other emails, your mama, your sister, your aunts, your uncles, your children that are grown, have them fill out the petition. It's imperative that we do so. Call the White House. Don't call them once. Don't call them twice. Call it. If you like me sitting on your ass today, I call them all day. That's what I've done. I called them and 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 called them. Why? Because I ain't had nothing else to do. Why? Because I care about this industry. I care about the community way more than I care about the industry. You guys are the reason why I'm here today. You guys are the reason why I want to continue to be here. I want to be around for my children. I want you to be around for yours. I want future generations to be afforded the same opportunities that we have. We all have had the experience of vaping. We've all had the experience of vaping flavored e-liquids. The real potential here is there's future generations that may not be afforded the same opportunity. So continue to do your part. I'm very proud of each one of you out there. I mean that. You guys have done a phenomenal job. And if nobody's told you today, I'm telling you right now, thank you. Thank you for doing your part. It's imperative that we have more people like you. It's imperative that if you don't get to make the walk to DC and all that other good stuff, that you understand that your voice is the single most powerful weapon that we have in this fight, is your voice. Thank you again. I'm going to do like I always do at this time, guys, and that is going to be to let you know that if at any given point in time you have ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know that you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every one of you out there. Stay focused, stay blessed. Mr. Just Right One is checking in and checking out at the same damn time. Peace, deuces, deuces. Oh, and Batman has that line that says, YouTube is not my Hollywood. I think I'm going to have my own little line that comes up. Says I'm not a fucking entertainer.
You're pretty entertaining though sometimes.
Not really.
Yeah, you are.